8 factories, 8 pairs of pants. It sounds like it should be an assembly line, that they're all going to be carbon copies of each other because they come from the same source. That won't happen. Not a single one is going to be perfect. They're all going to be different from each other, too. And yet, every factory says the same thing, that they can make it. But can they actually make it the way you want it made? Are they actually going to follow the instructions? There are levels to making clothes, even though not a single one of those has brought it up. You'll see how different they are when I finish the YouTube video. But even if the sample isn't perfect, what I'm looking for is someone I can work with and someone I can trust. So even before I've received the samples, I've already formed an initial impression of each of the factories. Of the 8, 3 seem like good candidates, 2 seem like run of the mill, 2 seemed a little dubious, and the last one seemed like it had a number of red flags. I know it sounds like I'm judging a book by its cover, but to some extent I don't think I am. After all, when you're looking for a level of trust, that comes out in the communication from the individual that you're working with. On the other hand, it's also very possible that none of these 8 work out. If so, I guess I'll need to continue searching for more factories in order to get to that next step of production. On the other hand, if one of these does work out, that also doesn't mean we're going straight to production. I think there's a very real possibility we'll work together in order to refine some of the work I've already done, like a real partnership. Regardless of the next step, I think there's a lot to take away just from this experience of working with 8 different factories. In fact, I already have some ideas on how to improve the tech pack and the pattern, and I've also learned quite a bit about pants, which I think from most people's perspective is going to be the most interesting and educational aspect of this entire experiment. Pants seem pretty simple, but there's a lot to it that people don't know, and I'll try to make that show in the YouTube video. The videos, yes, they've slowed down a little. That's mostly because I'm waiting on the samples and there isn't a whole lot to show without these samples. Everything else is still in progress. The single double-breasted jackets, the turtleneck, swim trunks. The videos are a little slow, so I'd love to hear what you all might have to say. After being so involved in the process of making clothes, I've forgotten what it's like to be just a normal person who doesn't see it happen every day. All right, until next time.